Students, this is 104th maths class. Note equal vectors. Already we defined equal vectors, students. Now I am going to explain. So what that equal vectors are means. What that equal vectors are means. This concept is useful to solve problems. To solve problems. Look at this, students. I take let vector A equals a1i plus b1j plus c1k. Next vector B a2i plus b2j plus c2k. Look at this, students. I am taking two vectors. So when under what condition these two vectors becomes equal? So look at this, friends. Vector A becomes vector B. Vector A is equal to vector B. These two vectors becomes equal. You apply your general knowledge, students. You apply your general knowledge. When these two vectors becomes equal, when can be said? When you can say these two vectors has equal. So simple. Look at this, students. If A1 is equal to A2, A1 is equal to A2, B1 is equal to B2, next C1 is equal to C2. If that happens, are they equal? Yes. A1 A2 equal anukoli, B1 B2 equal anukoli, C1 C2 ಗೆ. So our equal our? Yes. Right. So from that it is so clear. Two vectors A and B are said to be equal if their scalar components are equal. Tell me scalar components of vector A. A1, B1, C1. Scalar components of vector B, A2, B2, C2. Two vectors are said to be equal if their corresponding scalar components are equal. Corresponding means related. Tell me scalar component related to A1, A2. Scalar component related to B1, B2. ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು related ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬಾರದು, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ. So that implies A1 is equal to A2, B1 is equal to what? B2, C1 is equal to what? C2. Corresponding. What is corresponding? Scalar components are equal. Corresponding scalar components are equal. If corresponding scalar components of two vectors are equal, automatically the vectors becomes what? Equal. You need this concept is required to solve problems, right? So it's correct. Next let us move on to position vector. Position vector of a point. Position of a point pxy. Position vector of a point pxy. So look at this, students. Pxy, we have only x value and y value. Two-dimensional point. It's a 2D point, not 3D point. 3D point means there must be three coordinates. 2D point means we have only two coordinates, right? Look at this, students. X-axis, this is y-axis. Position vector, in short form we say that as PV. PV means position vector. Point pxy, I take that point pxy anywhere on the plane. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. I am taking point pxy anywhere on the plane. You take that in first coordinate, second, third, fourth, wherever you wish, right? You join this. I am getting vector. If I join the point pxy, with the origin, if I join point and origin, I am getting vector. Which vector is that? Vector OP. Tell me direction of vector OP from O to P. Direction of vector OP is from O to P. That vector OP is called as a position vector, right? So vector OP is called position vector. Position vector. Vector OP is called what? Position vector. Look at the students. So triangle. I am forming a triangle. Tell me this length. This length. Here we have x value. This is x value. Tell me this length. Y. Right? Look at this words. X, Y. And now vector OP. According to triangle OAP. You apply triangle for this. You know triangle. Tell me triangle OA, vector OA plus vector AP is equal to what? OP. Remove bridge will get resultant. OP, vector OP. And now vector OA. What is vector OA? Vector means magnitude into unit vector. So tell me length of vector OA. X. Tell me unit vector along x-axis. Direction of x-axis. How we represent direction of x-axis? Ijk. Unit vector along x-axis. Xi plus AP. Magnitude into vector means magnitude into unit vector. Tell me length. Y. Unit vector along y-axis. J is equal to what? OP. So observe this clearly, students. If Pxy is any point, then position vector of the point P is given by vector OP. Vector OP is equal to what? Xi plus Yj. From this it is so clear. Position vectors PVs are used to change points into vectors. Keep that in mind. PVs are used. PVs are used. PVs means position vector. PVs are used to change points into vectors. Keep this in mind. Useful concept. So what is the use of PVs? PVs means position vectors are used to change points into vectors. For example, AXYZ, PXYZ. This point in 3D can be changed into vector. How you change point into vector? Position vector. You use OP. Tell me how much is OP? Xi plus Yj plus Zk. So one more example. If I take A, 2, minus 3, 5. How you change this point into vector? Vector OA. How do you change this point into vector? Vector OA. Tell me vector OA. How do you change this point into vector? According to this, 2i. Just add 2i. Next, minus 3j plus 5k. I hope you understood, students. So what is the use of PVs? PVs are used to change points into vectors. Useful concept. You must practice all the concepts very well. They are the basics of vectors. ABCDs of vectors. So next, look at the students. So write from the triangle. Tell me Pythagoras theorem. It is right angle triangle. OP square is equal to what? OA square plus AP square. From the triangle, apply Pythagoras theorem. OP square is equal to OA square plus AP square. OP square. OA means x square plus AP means y square. So what is OP? OP means root of what? X square plus y square. Observe, students, what actually this OP is? Length of the vector OP. Length. OP length, tell me length of the vector OP, OP. Direction is from O to B. ಇದು ಉದ್ದ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು ನೀವು OP. ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ OP ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಉದ್ದ. So this is nothing but length of the vector OP. So how do you represent magnitude of vector OP? Magnitude of vector OP means what? OP is equal to root of x square plus y square. Similarly, so length of the vector OP in that there length of the vector OP. So how do you get to length of the vector OP? Length of any vector can be obtained like this: root of I pakka square. I pakka, how much is I pakka? X pakka coefficient I pakka square plus j pakka. Tell me j pakka students, y, k pakka z. Just square and add. Root of square and add, we will get length of OP. I pakka square, that is x square, j pakka square plus k pakka square. This is how we find length. So tell me length of the vector OA. Length of the vector OA. So tell me that length of the vector OA, root of, so I pakka 2 square 4, j pakka -3 whole square 9, -3 whole square 9, plus 5 square 25. So 25 plus 9, I think it's 34 plus 4, 38, root 38. I hope you understood, students. So you learnt how to find length. So tell me length of any, how do you find length of any vector? So root of I pakka square. Pakka means coefficient. I pakka pakkadallirodanta pakka anta. I pakka square x square plus j pakka square y square plus k pakka square. Further, so what is the use of PVs? So what are the uses of PVs? We use PVs to change points into vectors. Whenever points appears, immediately go for changing that into vectors using point O. Right? I hope you got complete idea about this. Let's move on to. Let us go for so direction cosines, direction ratios and direction cosines. Direction ratios and direction cosines. So direction ratios and direction cosines. Look at the students. DCs in short form DRs and DCs. Direction ratios, direction cosines. I take vector A. Select vector A equals AI plus BJ. I am taking vector AI plus BJ. Tell me scalar components of this vector A, B. Scalar components are called as what? Direction ratios. So that the scalar components of any vector are called direction ratios. What are direction ratios? They are nothing but scalar components. What are DRs? They are nothing but scalar components. Scalar components A, B are called DRs. Scalar components are called what? Direction ratios. Now let's think of direction cosines, DCs. Look at the students. X-axis, Y-axis. This is vector A. I am taking vector A. So vector A makes, let us take, you take vector A makes an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis. Vector A is making an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis. So tell me components of this point. Vector A. So A, B, right? Components of this point. So right. A, B, right? So vector A. So origin. So what is the angle between vector A and x-axis? Alpha. Angle between vector A and y-axis? Beta. Angle between vector A and x-axis throughout this vector chapter, angle between any vector and x-axis is always alpha. Angle between any vector and y-axis is always beta. Angle between any vector and z-axis is always gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. Right? Okay. Look at this, students. This vector is making an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis. So L equals cos alpha. So is equal to L equals cos alpha. So tell me cos theta. Tell me this length, students. What is this length? A. Tell me this length. B. Tell me cos alpha from that. Cos alpha. So tell me cos alpha. Adjacent by hypotenuse. That is A by length of the vector A, correct? A by length of the vector A. That is A by, tell me length of the vector A. Length hypaka square plus jpaka square. Root of A square plus B square. Comma. M equals cos beta. Cos beta. Tell me cos beta from this triangle, students. Cos beta adjacent by hypotenuse. How adjacent means? This is opposite side. Adjacent side means this one. What is the length of this? B. Correct. Come to this triangle. Triangle. Cos theta. What is cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse. This is opposite side. So tell me this length B. Hypotenuse means this length. Length of the vector A. That is B by length of the vector A. So right, B by root of A square plus B square. So these things are called DCs. L equals cos alpha, M equals cos beta. So are called DCs. They are called as what? DCs. So similarly, if I take let vector A equals A high plus BJ plus CK, that this is all. Tell me DCs. Similarly, let vector A is equal to AI plus BJ plus CK. Tell me the DCs of this vector. So one of DCs means direction cosine, cos. L. So L equals what? L or cos alpha. ನೀವು L ಅಂತಾದ್ರೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, cos alpha ಅಂತಾದ್ರೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. L ಅಂದ್ರೆ cos alpha ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅರ್ಥ. L equals cos alpha. Tell me that A by length root of A square plus B square plus C square. Next one more. M equals tell me that B by A by B by C by. DCs. What are the DCs of vector A? A by B by. Here we have ABC. A by B by C by. So M is equal to B by M equals cos beta is equal to M equals cos beta is equal to B by root of A square plus B square plus C square. Next, lastly, so N equals N equals cos gamma. So right, I can't write here. L equals cos alpha is equal to a by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Next, m equals cos beta is equal to b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Next, n equals cos gamma equals c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. By head students, so they are called the DCs. These are called as DCs. So DCs, they are called as DCs. I hope you understood students. The direction cosines. Define DCs. L equals cos alpha is equal to a by root of a square plus b square plus c square. M equals one more direction cosine. M equals cos beta, m under 1 cos beta under 1 b by root of a square plus b square plus c square. One more direction cosine. N equals cos gamma, n equals cos gamma. What is gamma? Gamma is the angle between vector and z axis. Beta is the angle between vector and y axis. Alpha is the angle between vector and x axis. Right? Cos gamma c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. I hope you understood students. So note. Now I go for writing note. Let vector A equals ai plus bj plus ck. Let vector A equals ai plus bj plus ck. Tell me unit vector students. Unit vector by its magnitude. So define unit vector by its magnitude. Tell me vector ai plus bj plus ck. So tell me length of the vector students. Length of the vector. How do you find length of the vector? Root of I pakka square a square plus j pakka square b square plus k pakka square c square. Split it students. Split it. A by root of a square plus b square plus c square into I plus b by root of a square plus b square plus c square into j plus c by root of a square plus b square plus c square into k. Observe the students. A cap. What is this a by root of a square plus b square plus c square? What is this a by root of a square plus b square plus c square? Cos alpha. This is cos alpha. Cos alpha ni plus that is mj plus nk over n means cos alpha I plus cos beta j plus cos gamma k. From that it is so clear. So Lmn that implies DCs are what are DCs? Scalar components of unit vector. Tell me scalar components of unit vector. Lmn. That means what are DCs? DCs are the scalar components of unit vector. DCs are the scalar components of unit vector. Lastly you remember this point students. Note 1, note 2. Sum of the squares l square plus m square plus n square equals 1. You cross check. ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. You cross check this at home. Over cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma becomes 1. You can cross check. You know cos alpha. Tell me cos alpha value a by this. Cos beta value b by this. Cos gamma substituting this. Surely you get 1. Same denominators or the numerators get cancels. You get 1. Look at this friends. Sum of the squares of DCs is always equal to 1. Sum of the squares of DCs is always equal to 1. I hope you understood this. You must have to practice all these videos very well. In the next class, we shall go for solving problems based on these basics. Okay, thank you students. We shall stop. Thank you.